Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am doing this video for my second time. The first time I filmed this video, this is my recap for my earrings every day in April challenge that I'm participating along with Becky Foster here on YouTube. I did my video a week ago and I tried for a couple days to get it to upload and it just wouldn't. And so I just kind of kept meaning to redo the video. So now here we are a whole weekend later. So these earrings that I'm going to share are the earrings I actually made the week before last, not the earrings I made this past week that we are ending right now. So these are actually this is the video that should have gone up last Sunday. But this is a challenge that Becky, like I said, Becky Foster from here on YouTube. She has a jewelry channel, does tutorials, unboxings. She makes beautiful jewelry, and she is doing a challenge for this month of April where she's challenged herself to make a pair of earrings every day. So I thought I would tag along with her. I will post or tag or link, if I can speak, I will link her video or her channel down in the description below in case you'd like to go and check her out. The first few pairs of earrings that I'm going to share, I did finish up the rest of the mini mix from Jesse James, and it's called Wild Side. I don't know if it's still available, but I did use up the last of that kit or that mix. And then I used a couple more beads out of this mix called Into the Woods. This is what I have remaining. I'm going to be using that on like a necklace or a bracelet project. But I did pull a couple of beads out of there for one of my projects. So I will go ahead and share what I made with those two mixes. And I really don't remember what came out of which mix, so I'm just going to say they came out of the Jesse James bead mixes. Now this first pair, if I can get a hold of the ear wire here, I'm going to set these other down here. I don't know what order I made these in. I don't really remember, so I'm just showing all of the earrings from that week. I have these with these silver and gold tassels and these really pretty, I guess that pattern is like a, I don't even remember what that collar is called. To me, it just looks like a oil slick. I love how the light reflects off of it. It's really cool. And I used some gold findings from my stash, like spacers and bead caps, and just made a really pretty little pair of dangles. So that is the first pair, and then the next pair has another set of tassels, and I used just some little copper colored spacer discs, and I just made that as the little focal there. Instead of adding it like between beads, I just used it as the main bead. Added a couple little spacers on the top and bottom, and hung the little tassels from the bottom, and I think they turned out super cute. And I do like, I'm not one to mix my metals, but I do like sort of copper with gold. I think they're very pretty and they complement each other. To me, when I see silver and gold used together, in my mind, they just kind of clash. So I cannot get myself to use those two colors together. But I think copper and gold work very well together. So there is my second pair. I do know that in the mix, the Wild Side, there were some really cute little charms. So here's one set of the charms. They were these like arrows, and I just went with these silver and black little glass beads and added a couple of spacers to it. Made a nice little pair of danglies. super lightweight. So for people that don't like heavy earrings, those would be really good for them. And the other pair of charms were these pretty feathers with all of that like etching on it. Looks very realistic. Looks very textured. And I used the same beads up here at the top. And in case you hadn't watched any of the previous earring shares, I am going to be donating these earrings to Dress for Success, which is an organization that helps like homeless or women in shelters when they're trying to get back on their feet and really don't have a lot to like get dressed up, be more presentable for like interviews. This organization helps these ladies get nice clothes to wear, and I'm providing or donating earrings and some other pieces of jewelry so that these women can look a little bit nicer and feel better about themselves when they go into these interviews. So this is a pair that I made with just one bead. There are these briolettes drilled through the top there, and I just took some 20 gauge gold wire and made a very messy loop, very messy wrap at the top, and made a little dangle with just simple black and gold earrings. Very dressy. And then these next ones, I used some more of the little, I call them Happy Mail charms, because it's just a little envelope with a heart. Looks like there's a letter peeking out. I had made a pair of earrings the first week of this challenge. And so I think this was the third week that I'm filming now. And so I went ahead and used the last, I have 3 total pairs of earrings with these little charms now. Well, 3, not counting the first pair that I made a couple weeks ago. I just decided to do 3 different styles. This first style, all I did was take the charm and just hang it on a ear wire. So that's something, if people don't really like very long earrings, just gives you a little bit of dangle without having it like hang real low. This next pair added a little something extra to the charm. Just made a little, added a couple beads to a head pin and gives it a little bit more length, but still not super long. And I just went with these pink and gold beads to complement the envelope charm. And now this last pair, have a lot more flowiness to them. I took those same beads from the last pair of earrings, and then I just made a couple of different, let me put one down, make it easier to see. And I just did 3 different chains. One just has the envelope hanging from it. The next one I did a small little link here, well, head pin with 2 of the pink and 3 of the gold beads on it. And then the next one, I just added another pink bead and another gold bead to it, just to keep kind of giving it like a little bit more length on each section. So that way it looks like this. So definitely a lot more length to it. Still not super long, but a little bit more dangle action going on. A little bit longer earrings. So love those. Love the 3 different styles there. And then the last 2 pairs, I wanted to use some clay beads. I had an idea in my head for a pair of earrings using Hishi beads, but I didn't do what I had in my head. I ended up doing something different when I pulled out my container of all my clay beads. I found these cute little round that look like when you mix clay up, like Play-Doh or clay, and it just kind of gets marbled and all the colors start to blend together. I thought that's what reminded me of. It's like little blobs of clay. And then I just added a couple of Hishi beads at the top and bottom. I had silver and white. And then just the top and bottom added a little silver spacer. So you have these cute little simple dangles, very tiny earrings. Again, good for someone who doesn't like a whole lot of length. And in my container of clay beads, I also had these, had in multiple colors. I just picked out 6 of the white with these really pretty, like pink and pinkish red and blue, sort of like a turquoise blue. And they have these gems inside of the balls. So I loved how those look together, and I just made 3 little bead dangles and linked them all together to make a nice little pair of earrings. And these being white with some just pink and red, just not very like outward colorful, so I think they would go with a lot of outfits. So that is what I have made for, that's what I did make the week before last. So this was my 3rd week of of earring making for this challenge. Now, because there's only a couple of days left in April, there's tomorrow, which is April the 29th, and then Tuesday is the 30th. I think I'm just going to wait until probably next weekend and do my recap for this past week, for the week ending today, which is the 28th. And then the next 2 days, I'll just do that. Those last 2 days of April, I just include them with last week's. So I can just do one more video. But that is what I made for the 3rd week for this challenge. I'd like to thank Becky for coming up with this fun idea and allowing me to tag along. And I'd like to thank everyone out there who's watching. I really appreciate you stopping by. And I will see everyone in my next video. Take care.